Good morning, children. I am your history teacher. Today we are going to study about the second lesson, our central government. Our central government is otherwise known as union government. The central government is the supreme authority of India. Okay, children? The central government is the supreme authority of India. The central government has three organs. What are the three organs? The union executive, union legislature, and the union judiciary. Okay, children? The central government has how many organs? Three organs. How many organs? Three organs. One is union executive, another one is union legislature, and the third one is union judiciary. Executive, legislature, and the judiciary. Executive, legislature, judiciary. Okay, children? Now let us know about the union executive. The union executive consists of president, vice president, prime minister, council of minister, and the attorney general. What do you mean by attorney general? Attorney general means he is Supreme Court lawyer. Also there in the union executive. Supreme Court lawyer also there in the union executive. Okay, children? Once again, central government is otherwise known as union government. It is the supreme authority of India, and the central government consists of three bodies. One is union executive, legislature, and the judiciary. The union executive consists of president, vice president, prime minister, council of ministers, and the attorney general. Okay, now the president, let us know about the president of India. One by one, let us know. The president of India is the nominal executive authority of India. He is the nominal executive authority. He is staying in Rashtrapati Bhavan. He is staying in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Where is the Rashtrapati Bhavan? It is in New Delhi. Rashtrapati Bhavan is in New Delhi. And other two more houses are there for the President of India. One is in Shimla. That is retreat building. What is it? Retreat building in Shimla. And another one is Rashtrapati Nilayam in Hyderabad. One is at in north and another one is in south to discuss about the matters of the states. Okay, children? So, three buildings are there for president. One is in New Delhi, that is Rashtrapati Bhavan. Another one is in Shimla, that is retreat building. What it is? Retreat building. And another one is in Rashtrapati Nilayam in Hyderabad. Rashtrapati Nilayam in Hyderabad. Okay, children? Now let us know about the qualification to become the President of India. What are the qualification? As we know that for whatever it is, first qualification is he must be the or he should be the citizen of India. He should be the citizen of India. And second qualification, he must have completed the age of 35 years. How many years? 35 years. And the next one, he must not hold any office or profit under the union government or state government or any local government. He should have the other qualification required to become a member of the Lok Sabha. Next, he or her name should be proposed by at least 10 electors in the seconded by another 10 electors in the electoral college which elects as the president. What do you mean by what are the first qualification? The first qualification, he must be the citizen of India. He must be the citizen of India. Then he must have completed how many years? 35 years. Otherwise, he should not be elected as a president. Then third one, he must not hold any office or profit under any government. If he holds, immediately he has to resign it. So, he must not hold any office or profit under any state government or local government. He should have the other qualifications required to become a member of the Lok Sabha. And his name should be, his or her name should be proposed by at least 10 electors, and secondly by another 10 electors by the electoral college. What do you mean by electoral college? The president is elected by the electoral college. What do you mean by electoral college? The electoral college is an organ. It consists of elected members of electoral college consists of elected members of both houses of parliament and the elected members of states and elected members of national capital territory of Delhi and Puducherry. Once elected as the president, he has to take an oath or pledge of the office before Chief Justice of India, Supreme Court Chief Justice of India. The president is elected for a term of how many years? 5 years, and can be re-elected. He can be re-elected for another 5 years. Okay, children? Now, let us know once again what are the qualifications. He must be a citizen of India, and he must have completed the age of 35, and he must not hold any office or profit under any government, and he should have some qualification to be a member of Lok Sabha, and he is elected by the electoral college, which consists of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and the union territories and the state government members. Likewise, he is elected. Now let us know about the powers of the president in the next video.